Abusam for a moment now, Quaba Brass to say, Richard Moon Commando Pay. You know, Mobile when the constitution Ebremo, Honorable Alexander Kwamena Afenyo Markin, legal practitioner, member of parliament for Ifutu. Honorable Akwaba. Wapo mwe.
Adumarako.
Yedenya medase. Yen kakrakra.
Na wo medase na.
Because of the dundumunti anyi bibi ya na aka bibi.
So them dum say onye nja.
Eno so na ye ka ho asem tie mfa nhase. Consumers to face more power outages. Front page of the Daily Graphic meaning say when your time account story now. Yeah, page 16. Ain't already your problem. And then now I'm on for say first of all I must say you need clue as to how to cure this problem. A bit say a consumption of energy no costs so much. Quite a fast way you see it done at into the year say whatever megawatts near it will not amount to anything. Meaning say what the white is and then the current situation no meaning what happens if we
well
maybe you have
if dum so no I simpafo woni honin film or say nkofo won nzama light no go off by 6 hours 7 hours 5 hours no once na so and it's been consistent on yaza AJ but tiki no koro wo mi there Ghana ban enye Ghana fo engine no kwarim
among kind of credit
at all. You see, in that what promise and the dum say what shall the woman 100 deadline the last time Ghana Gas a whole ministry was a press conference was so says we BBM or test until by January was by 15th January now dum so no data but I feel there my worker can bakada wankasa want to work and ase yenyim there apart from akosombo bui o campaign commissioning what's the bui the additional power ba
yeah
asema de bia me be saying there what has happened to bui dam na yaji Chinese loan yaji ya wo commission we no power hin megawatt hin no zema hin and is bui under producing what is required.
Yes, you need to bet me they are running.
Oh, one was a abana yezin wo. Now it has come to gas. Was okay, you have additional power into no Ghana gas a pipeline ni alata for supply or no reliable on intino yanka say you produce your gas on no some summer 1 week a day. But you see, take the bottom line in there. And now question I be some there. Are we producing sufficiently for yen a domestic consumption? Me answer you there. Waste, papa. The power you generate, you using. We should determine or your percentage of him, because electricity company of Ghana for Ankasa. Me the last year time I no war pay. Adjustment in tariffs. One PRO, what PRO was all over the place, all complain about the waste. Waste, you know, ECG for na VRA, Gridco. Abana money will to reduce the waste, because you see, if you deal with the issue of waste, you produce another thousands of megawatts, crampo, there will still be the same problem.
Yeah, wait me dear I reduce waste no yenimana because the issue of waste no ya can every time.
But engineers first was one you were finding wires na zena the door no you know bring be say obsolete equipment when ya a tariff adjustment no na we too we replace you be said na we then another important factor what's our benzene work out to the extent that the compact 2 year compare America for one chain. One of the conditions America for that answer na what did the miscan by my hand. Yembo electricity for into a Ghana water company cow. Inti as now a blame game be. ECG for look to enable them become competent and to be efficient. A kawa a benzo one a bentia. Into asoma ye be saying there. E bazi na aben re wo ho. Sa aben zeka na oyede otua. Na so ontua ya. Obeye dan na ECG, VRA, Gridco, we tum wa ye dwuma oyede we tum wa repair war machines na ze na capacity na we producing no ye tum we distributing efficiently because there's distribution problem. Distribution will lose power. It's not only the generation. Until when all those things are properly done and government does what it is required to do. Because you see,
Benton and honorable Mibisa say, ye nim kwan e be fa so a ye be ma waste na ye can say the essay kwan e betimi atrap because every now and then see ye can electricity asempa ye kasa about waste. Ye kasa about then the same problems na ye call round. Until
no. Take me just there electricity for or yeah ECG, VRA, Gridco. When you the causes of the waste. But they've also been complaining there. Well, they need money to replace machines. When yeska, abentin wakao. Then also as engineers, apart from Sikana Wankasa, so we hear, oh yeah, abembo tuan wakao na zena wetum why you want ejuman. Wankasa sumasa maker in the ICT software CPRB. Apart from waste now, but in terms of distribution, one also what type of power won't ya
be break kwa
one is it or your management problem. The in the ICT world age ECG can wake up to that responsibility. A one also wins him one.
But about for one way for power. Residents of La Paz Tabora blocked roads and destroyed property at Kwashiman Power Station of the ECG. They reportedly destroyed a polytank branded water tank and also nearly assaulted a security man at the station because almost say well, other causes so the residents were very, very angry. Now these are other places so but chairman what chairman Akwabo and medal day and congratulations to
thank you
na ye monitor papa penti count no by pennies yes
breaking news
yes and congratulations
thank you very much
we win minority
minority
Miss we win Yamani Trimkwa but chairman Okita minority support
Dema
angel.
Oh, okay.
In terms of the aggregate of the vote, only 157.
The coefficient.
Only 157. No, being 103. This 52. Or being 22. Me picture there was in Aboma. Now me paint teacher. The chairman must do more to bring everybody on board.
But why winning?
Oh, of course. Any calculation, no, you know. It be we need a parliamentary seat with 3 votes.
So my don't make it on internet. Okay. You know,
as you can see, 50+1 for president. 50+1.
But chairman only added advantage. You know, communication, the internal others no community. But you know, chairman no.
I'm the
so the point is that among for any brain and Ubia complaining.
Well, chairman, I won't. I will not encourage lawlessness.
Yes, but may can the extent.
Oh, I'm gonna say that you know, I ban. You see, no corner ban can. Oh no, man, coffee over phone. Oh, Sunday. Minister on nifi our generator for all you know no area no one year wondum kane ho nti serba na say a government communication member na e better radio do e better TV do na e be blame game na kasa na di twitwa ho na enka no kwara e man krofo wozi ye wo repo abani reba no so I care for you na say I care for you. Na energy problem for the past 6 years. Energy problem for the past 6 years. Some Kade, what steps are you taking? Let's start the blame game. Oh, MPP time impo. Doom so. na nyi Ghana full nzi no kwa na 6 years akosombo yantehwe eyibui yantehwe tariffs no so twa no wotum hwede nkofo single spine was so won pay akosoro kakra na eretu electricity tariff wontu emo wotu emo so a dum so na okodo nkofo wo businesses collapse nkofo won cost of doing business or kosoro nkofo take advantage will rob nkofo won efiefie oya hometel intinu mi jizi there abani it creates impression there were clueless in finding solution to the energy problem. If they really want to prove to us as solver, there are certain fundamentals that they should deal with it, and one of such is waste. They should deal with it. Find solutions. It's not just about generation. It generates more power. That's what's the distribution to the problem. Deal with it.
I mean, kind of portion of it now, Chairman Ombrem, chief executive of Greatco. Now, some be our kind also. He said a plant. He said a reserve plant, the mines reserve plant MRP, providing about 74 megawatts, went down suddenly. Suddenly, due to the low supply of gas, translating into the loss of 74 megawatts. When there is too much demand for power and the supply is not enough, we have to shed load to match the supply and demand. If there is a sudden shortfall in the supply and the ECG has not got the time to knock off some areas, we have to select some areas we have control over and knock them, or the whole system will collapse. Chairman, I don't know. Say consumers to face more power outages in spite of interventions.
King George, Queen George.
King George.
Okay. Let me cheer delegates, reaffirm their confidence in me.
Yeah.
And this any majority or minority votes. NDC votes. Were confirm. They saw the wisdom and the talent in me. I thank them very much for continuing. Allow me to continue the good work that I do for Ghana and the NDC. Anyway, don't say some no. I mean, these are the first time I have about waste, about renewal, about the important thing there. Over the years, no, population has increased, and Yankasa as a nation, no, successive governments, no, they have failed to anticipate as 10 years when they were in power, and 10 years beyond, what was going to happen to our energy generation.
Just a ban and for many 10 years to come,
because you should start building the structures, the blocks, and when you are building the blocks and the structure, you should anticipate that within a certain period of time, no, how would the situation be? Look, most of our problems, no, in Ghana, it is because those who came before us, right, have not adequately planned very well to anticipate Inyama Yekosi, because sometimes no, planning we don't take into consideration growth factors. Population grows by about 2.2 to 2.5% in this part of the world annually. It's when you are doing development. Look, how can you? I'll give you a typical example. Accra, Kaswa Road.
Minimum said never heard newspaper. I see traffic no. So I am very thick.
So the question I keep asking: when was this road built? About 10 years, 15 years ago. Didn't the planners think that within the next 5 years, no?
Nipa bedoso. Intine ekwana
ye na wana would finfino would the green grass. What informed you? Finfino, we make our roads, and then the middle portion is so huge that we start growing green grass, and then we have cows going on it to go and consume the green grass all over the place. So you ask yourself that those who were in charge, you know, or more constructing road, you know, didn't know that 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years down the line, you know, population is growing by 2.2, 2.5%. Do you have such a problem? That's the result. That is what we are facing now. So going forward, you know, those of us who are in charge now must be thinking big.
Think big.
Think big. Go to other countries. Look, when Nigeria tried to, you know, Nigeria had a problem of road congestion. What they did bridges up, or they expanded the roads, high rise. I mean, things that will change.
But Chairman, I has also said we're talking about the kwan ye yape. Na asanya BCC dan abata kwan so that as a young say a better expansion be
into can electricity problem. It is the same thing that you over the years. Yeah, build it.
But Chairman, ade ba kwan we hu say nipa na mo me fa say politicians ana nipa mo person mo ba ban mu I can see a solution any ade ye nya ba na be dru pa da bia we re-echo the nipa ko no ho na ontumi nye na o say any problem no eno na e be san be ka ho asem say me fa we suntum amanfo say wo hwe adan a ye sisi ene ye consumption pattern with respect to energy no asesa but ye ni policy bia e betimi dia regulate nti obi atimi si dan bia ope obi atimi koto afidie bia ope de ba na or the use power no and then it comes back at us.
TK, I agree with you. If you are bringing fridge, sound systems, 10 years. And then the power consumption of these things are so high. What do you expect? There must be a paradigm shift, total overhaul of ourselves. Abine is fine. Abine fine. But in Yankasasu as a people, what is our contribution to this kind of things? You see, in sit down work and no phone be done. The laws your church stop work. And no phone be done. In a wabo timpo in a way.
Because we be anya hwe. Because we be anya hwe, we are osi adebe chinese.
And this who call demolition because say boy, why say we call demolition? The mayor will be in trouble. What you say? Into army power crisis is affecting all of us. We should have a holistic approach. And there you see gas imba, ochina eyimba. Let us find solutions to resolving that problem. And then let us also find solutions of expanding the system. But if you don't expand the system and the system says as this then collapse now it will happen. And then collapse it will happen. And see, it never be war or there ye political coloring no. There how are we going to together solve the problem? Because most of the time you're in politics. Then I will also come here and then to some American then also time what did you do about it? Because if you had done something about the doomsday now, we would not have been where we are. So your contribution
now also say yes
then we are continuing.
Now also say I mobile no can say
so all of us should stop that and look at it. The problem is all of us.
But Chairman, in fact, there's some politicians in Punambeya. What about the technocrats?
That is where
then almost so more.
That is where I'm coming. The last time I can say Ghana, Obi Wabaka said PhD Harvard, Berkeley, Oxford, you name it. Then you come back, DNA. So all this Legon, tech. Sometimes you ask yourself, then Sankofono, one man's position. And then when we see then, are we implementing it? Because Ubetra road, now why road, no gutter, open switch. One open switch. But Ukra class, you say how to design a gutter and your open switch. No, I bet now so as to pretend over gutter, open switch.
Yeah, how does
we ourselves enjoy politics in here. We should stop the politics and hold everybody accountable regardless of your political background. The money want to me, they should get rid of you and bring the people who can do the job. Well, technocrats, they are one of our major problems. Technocrats, they should know better.
Well, I was for more messy demonstration now. Mo no Tabora how mo benya kwan na mo ahwe sisi ade course so ho amamfo ye encourage you be as so koye.
It is not
sometimes
no. Well, who damage?
Yes.
Who damage? Who is
going
to compound problem?
Sometimes the frustration,
no, it is not a matter of Tiki. It's not a matter of frustration. The frustration cannot solve the problem. The problem is that we are having challenges with our power generation. Because then I get there, without any caution. They see a doom light. Tiki, the frustration doesn't know political colors. That's what I'm saying. Because all of us are facing that frustration. All of us are facing that. I go to my office and I get frustrated. But my question is, we have to find solutions to it. And the solutions are, how are we going to expand our the resources that we need to do? For the past 1 or 2 years, on to electricity. Now, you see, and then they do light to know. No, on your frustration. Why won't you know? You do light to son your frustration.
I said you also frustrated.
You see, as a chairman, name is a man, Papa. But me feel that when there are specific issues for discussion, now or shift debate now, Ozika, let's say to you there. Yes, it too much bang. Insa, them robbery are able to provide political leadership.
Yeah,
and 2, was a policy be brought to 2 a man for one bottom one. You see, if this government would do blame game with everything, as a technocrat, chairman, remember, the last time I'm paying Mahama, or promise you my deadline for them doom so. Later, government communicators came out and said, "Oh, I'm paying or a technocrat," and our advice and they got it wrong. Today, regional chairman. Ni defense occurring there. Technocrats in work or Oxford na Harvard na Zewa will implement what? No, that is wrong. You start to blame game in the dama. You blame game na you read that. The fact and the truth of the matter in there. 6 years you have been in government without doing comparison. Ebaze ino man paying kufo na bredon at least to resolve the energy crisis. At least he made some investment in Bui. That today we can all say that for 8 years of MPP administration, Oman Penyin Kufo went to China, took steps, started the Bui project today. Even if 1 megawatt,
okay. Because Nkamabe say you the benefits, as compared to the investment now. But quickly, Tabora from the frustrated, residents. Or Hon, yes.
Why they beautiful? What's wrong with these guys?
So what people want to be on the position. I won't in fear of a crowd to be that. Aha. It's yes, Mugusunana, light no buy up in a jano talk be fear. And I started say,
oh, you about him, Canyan.
So, Nim say, be doom, Nim say, that's
serious.
Well, okay. And you so do the Jadamuno. Say Gomorrah and so. Okay, let
me make a point there. At least for 8 years, Oman paying Kufo betting a godo. we can say that for a fact there, realizing that the energy situation no on here no, Otranamon on Bui, and in there, at least Bui is on stream. Okay, so you could see there somebody had a long-term policy to look at this energy issue. In Kano na yet today, you doom sorry about na chade oh akosombo na aiden akofo. But my year can end no. It is leadership failure.
Leadership failure.
Yes.
And your reasons now agreed for more assign.
Oh.
Say I shut it down. Okay, it's any person or shut it down.
Oh, Chairman, remember.
Leadership
I will
failure.
tell you why we have that is contributing. If you can issues of waste,
it's the leadership that has created waste. No, maybe so.
Oh, Chair, if you want to heckle me, let me keep quiet.
So
better because if you have the right political leadership in place, policy-wise, from the presidency through his chief of staff to the sector minister, and sana the directors and heads of various statutory institutions was set one up to implement government policy. I'm saying that if one they sit around table and come to a conclusion that look, the way Anzamaro this is the way to go. At least bibi. You come here and sit here and tell me though some technocrats one boy. Yes, it be no me illegal connection. What are we doing?
And so the point is that abano a chakwana tour.
Actually.
I was so be a
policy wise. Mama example.
Just that example.
Take it. If the poor fisherman or Pufunyo or Winiba, okay, police, navy, wotun waba to enforce fisheries bylaws and other regulations. There, Monkofo in fact a monofilament net one fan couple. Nasa afarefu obesis one boy nara. No one to me yejuma because a bank pedo enforce particular regulation on fishing. Then you tell me that government cannot put an implementation committee be in place to ensure that say waste to be recorded. Look, that waste is dealt with.
Okay.
Get it? Oh, take it.
But just one point.
So is persistent because of political leadership. We fail Ghana for the past 6 years.
Okay.
There's no blame.
Chairman, when you say that here, says a bank has obey ya. And that it was even your desire as a party, because there were people on one party who make comments say, "Oh, yeah, ba, I don't know, you the famous Adunduma say a ba power Adunduma in Ibeja." It means a ban was to me in so that's a so I am to say a ban affiliate.
Okay, your form they will come from Gridco, ECG, VR. A ban of form committee. For them.
No, don't take me out of context. No, don't take me out of context.
I'm not taking you out of context.
Don't take when I use the word implementation.
That is my understanding.
No. Then let me explain again because you and I are right here.
Okay, Honorable,
I'm saying the implementation of the policies, must be undertaken by these. That's why you
so government
bodies that would
so government policies that we need to increase the capacity of our power generation. The policy is clear. People have been if there is wastage in the system, if Nkrofu untua electricity bill, that state institutions they don't expect the president to come out from Flagstaff House to come and lead the crusade. It is their job to do it.
Even if they are failing us.
If they are failing us, if they are failing us, and I will charge the appointing authorities to take action. That much I agree with you perfectly well. I agree with you perfectly well. But if you say government to come and do the job that people have been employed
you are to provide political leadership.
And the political leadership is that you are charged to, this is the government policy. They are implementing authorities. Our job, problem na urban Gridco, who and they've this and this and this is the problem. Now, government will then have to intervene and say, okay, how are you resolving the problem? If you can't, then we have to all come to and find some machines break it down. I think it is about time those machines are quickly renewed. What put measures in place to avert those situations.
But what's our Benz in Wakao? Say you see, Chairman, this is not the platform of fairy tale.
Moba.
These are practical matters. Chairman, what's our Benz in Wakao? So that they can play the match. You go to US to assess the compact too. The American government tells you in the face there.
Why is that point in the dent?
You go to ya and sign access. Have you paid?
No, so.
That has to do with political leadership.
There are measures, right? Electricity Corporation, the government abandoning Tuya who build that. The law says you must take action. Go and take action. What's what could do in Parliament House? Parliament House were there, won't break down there.
Chairman, this below back.
But what's the problem?
The story is
the parliamentarians they won't take
Parliament of Zikawa.
But Parliament, who pays for Parliament? The government of the Republic. So government should pay. Parliament on your independent body, I want to generate.
Okay.
I want EC to take action on that.
But then they should take action at all the ministries. Government must pay.
I agree with you perfectly.
Chairman Honorable, you know, EC is of late. Must start taking certain actions. For example, you say Polytechnic, Kumasi Polytechnic.
Yes, I'm taking action.
But I'm not so. I'm saying PRS for so.
Government should if polytechnics was subventions in May.
I believe there. When there Oja action, there civilians want to know so. Once Oja action. But why are we going to land ourselves?
But Chairman, the question back on to say, I'm also saying Sikana, a bit fair so that it comes back to government. Say. Polytechnic the car almost say national tertiary whatever
for so long you run your economy the BBR government onto your government we have to win ourselves from that. Moba Polytechnic
Chairman no
Moba so we should be doing the old things you are not benefiting from. Can't you have innovative messages? Why the polytechnics, why don't you change them to solar? You see what? Let's be serious here. Let's be serious here. If they are on national grid and we are not able to meet them, now there are modern systems of producing power. Why don't you diversify from national grid and go to solar panels? They don't have to pay the electricity bill. You go to Parliament. Why don't you change the system there? Let's invest in solar energy so that it will not.
Is there a policy direction? You see, Chairman. But good suggestion. TK. Good point. But good point. But is there a listen? You see, let us address specific issues here. I'm not heckling. TK. Is there from what he is saying? I welcome it. It's a good idea. However, there is political leadership that must lead the way. Is there a policy direction aimed at encouraging?
But I mean, it's a question. Be also be here. No.
Do blame game.
Chairman, I'm not doing blame game.
You are doing blame game, Chairman.
We are here to provide solutions to our problems, and you are saying government must pay. For how long will you continue
wait on government?
For government? So far, in this 21st century, there are different ways of generating power. So why don't we say all our polytechnics, all our state institutions like parliament, where we consume so much power.
There must be a government policy.
So we are here to, if now it is not government policy, me and you are here, not to apportion, but to avert the attention.
No, we are saying government has failed in not bringing this policy.
If you cool down.
But if there's no policy direction, the institutions are not independent on their own.
And stop doing politics on everything.
No, you are getting me wrong. It's not politics because you are not confronting the truth.
Because you have next issues.
No, Chairman, I'm meaning pa. But in the when he's not being open with the matter. You know, Chairman. You see, when you offer suggestions, but I'm saying that.
But honorable, sir, I'm now kind.
Yes.
Anti polytechnic rector be, and as an institution be head be. Then the best stopping is so bit me. I say no. my try we so enhwe sa freedom kakra bi no minim say schools no bi no wo and as institutions no bi no wo
decline his invitation. Decline his invitation.
I should.
Yes.
Why?
I say so because the mainstay of no submission, okay, is to try attempt to say, oh, onyam baby,
exonerate government.
Exactly. As if these institutions, you know, these institutions, you know,
independent.
their lack of initiative is causing it. The fact is that government is supposed to subvent some of these institutions.
Yes.
If you have to release the money. Remember, in releases, how do they pay?
Let
me give you one example.
Okay.
Just last week,
but one for now no see because now what the example because you the mass
fixation on government.
Oh,
that is the only point. It's got a fixation on government. I'm saying that let us have solutions. Let's have solutions. Because if you are always making that that rector no, he will fold his arms and wait for a buy. But if he is the way to war the treatment and then they are not willing to think out of the box, because I'm going to work on Harvard. Wako Berkeley, wako when you know wako hobby. Go to those universities and see that how do they generate their power? All of them are using modern technology, solar. And then you come to you come and rely on.
I am saying,
and we have so much of solar here in Ghana.
Yes,
but
let's divest. Let us stop always playing the blame game on government. People have been put in positions, sir. Let them start thinking out of the box.
And you to advance for say, Adibi losing a hold on some of these institutions.
I agree with you.
Chairman.
I agree. You have to
this point you are raising, however, there should be a government policy to encourage it and don't let us divert. They are disconnecting them because government has not released monies for the payment of electricity.
Oh yes.
So government should pay.
Okay. Honorable, cocaine suspect has no diplomatic passport. Meaning, say, and that the master me by a thing. Now, quite a fast way handle as I mean, no. Because we are linking it to some other people. You see, diplomatic passport.
Hey, our friend and Tiki. I mean. Some jina metihana mekasim bina mankani ya. I'm misleading the viewing public. Now, I think that the British authorities must issue a statement. Okay?
UK or among Kabibi.
Exactly. Why?
Do they owe us?
Yes, they owe us a duty to make at least a minimum disclosure. Okay? Because the woman is a Ghanaian. Now, whether or not the woman was in possession of a diplomatic passport.
You see, you're quite English, so sir, or diplomatic passport to say Onibi. Anyway, government Abeka say Onibi.
No, that is not enough because you see, Aban out Abeka the Onibi. There's a news out there the Obi. But Obi. There's an arresting authority. Why we were watching? They should come at least with basic information. Okay, that they say watching because whoever came out with a story there, where British authorities would defy diplomatic AE and courtesies, and they just, moved on. It couldn't have been somebody's figment of imagination. Only sir, okay, the diplomatic passport. Unkit diplomatic passport. The British authorities can help us because when watching. Now too, Besian is in over there. We can indeed or out OEP. What's the BB Lucy BB and the Chimayan we was Ametepe. It was Australia Ametepe. Government should let us know that a statement Dr. Omanibu issuing. Based on information from the British authorities there, Sebio or the passport in a watch that would put to rest once and for all the matter. But the bottom line is that the narcotic trade on maybe in terms of its development and its image. Because there, time MPP wa abenum, made a whole lot of noise about MPP for even where Omanpeyin Kufo or introduce them operation is it Oxbridge? you know, also by a British free buy when installing machines now, you know, now there was this bashing on government. Yes, before there, it is the duty of all of us to discourage the drug trade. You see, all you know, some the effect of drugs on Nkrofo. Because the Jesus some years back, 98, 99. What's a Papibia winning baby call? He was a musician, Kikijan.
Kikijan, yeah.
Now Nkrofo can. What's in car?
Very skillful.
No war.
Yes.
And later, drugs nazintino,
lost all.
And all that. What's addiction, you know? A keshima. Inti beyond the trade, you know, or say society. Nkrofo were in Nisika. I'm sure a day nara because of drugs. A minimobia that could be obeying not dimpano. Onye ska na ske efinisa. Onye ska. That could make you show my obi say oh. Honorable. Enyim there osimesi. Ordinance kanza ma masa. Na se che there. So. Enwu da ne ka waton. Ne watch all you ba tum hu there. Obi pa. O gina o wazina gina bi wo. Omenyimu. O tumi she chale wote na. Ordinam jeans na ah papa adwin also. Say otunton ni bibia and all that. Into no or affect youth, you know.
And you toy with it.
We shouldn't toy with it. And of course, we shouldn't be partisan with it. But
as we have been in the past, or maybe as we are now.
Well, in the past, unfortunately, I'm speaking, you know, on what I know. They scored a huge political, you know, mass out of this drug, you know, business.
Into the bottom line is that my and find your politics. It's who the dangers and also a woman
deal with it.
Yes,
because you know people who are involved in drugs are very, very influential. Chairman knows he is very, very senior. He's a businessman. He knows it, and their influence, even in advanced countries, are very overbearing. Into no, abeni dembre wotumi nya no wakase etie no. Says ya mesi no ye ngwase kakra de nkofu hwe report na that the British authorities had this intelligence but when disclose and share the Ghanaian authorities. Why didn't they? Is it because of mistrust? Is it because we feel there those in charge may give a tip off? Now they arrest the person over there and they claim though your hand luggage.
And no defeat
hand luggage, no defeat.
Okay.
It tells volume.
Chairman. Cocaine suspect has no diplomatic passport. 5 million cocaine girl caged in London.
Cocaine everywhere. On your first time. But the attempt to link Mamia watching to the political establishment. That is why this thing is making these huge headlines. Our tendency to create a mountain out of a molehill and an Oma, because about 2, 3, 4 months ago, what she be so cocaine? Not simple, yenzin we. Or the other one or British court or Kawasa. Or your trader, if almighty America, with all their surveillance, or factories, big factories, I will produce on your sensation. But Ghana, because you score political points until quickly, that's a diplomatic passport. And I know where we are coming from. You do political season. Since you are more Ghana, you do political season. Until we must attach political equation to everything that happens in this country.
Minimum intervention is acceptable.
Yes, of course.
To me, no, I don't see this as any everyday occurrence. More watching and more watching, or your everyday occurrence. Or go back to your archives. I'm sure there's a Google cocaine in Ghana, you see a whole memory.
And then the politicians come from to the extent that it will grab brandy a whole political party say national whatever party.
If people we get it 10 years, whatever. Oban saw the first passport.
Airport security boss. Airport security boss. Oya mo party financial. Oya mo party financial.
Also a part man minim. That is why I'm saying that. Me can bread and butter matters.
Okay.
I didn't know here. But any headlines are 1 year, you know where it's coming from.
Okay.
Or what's called political points.
My remember the small butter bina fechu bread and sana ya sorry we for pege mu butter mukaya earlier on ye din komo bi about yensu a yese no na munim say enkran ha wegya dam na ye no nsuo mu no efri densu na eba mo hwese de nsuo no ye no honorable chairman on the right is brim and then on the left is densu the ubetimi anom direct how clear and her right and so brim so nti ji so omukọ process ansana ya timi anom so this is what we are doing to ourselves and so no
because of Dama galamse.
Oh yeah, galamse. And I said mining. They say a chat on cocoa in an space in but we used to sing cocoa ya Ghana, cocoa ya Sika, cocoa ya whatever.
You agree with me there? As a nation, or that no, serious thinking.
Oh yeah. No, they're more than
serious
that.
Serious thinking.
Because
through the right political leadership. Let's add that caveat, Chairman. But we can do it. You see, to save the nation, to say that we put things in place, there must be the right political leadership.
Agreed. So,
cocoa farm. Now go to Galamsey. So who allowed him to go there? President Mahama, Otna Flagstaff.
Original minister.
No. That man, one day, 1 year. What are they doing? Because of no coffee. Because of BBK2
the question has also always been said, say nipa na edna to hono say onmo adwuma na.
Because there was an allegation that some of the DCs even own some of these galaxies.
Yes, so let us deal with them. So let us deal with them.
I cannot.
No, I'm saying that if it is
the
true,
government must do.
I agree with you.
Because they are representing the president.
When you find this kind of people misbehaving now, let's deal with them. I believe so.
You could do that level now. Bit me as a be a baby. I will deal with that person. Na fe ya way. You be no whole way. Come and can we keep doing can ha. And then we na man for name and you trading in egu.
It's unacceptable.
It means say you could use cano.
Yeah, it's not. Then go import. It's unacceptable.
Yes, I the back of crab, you know, contumely no ya ba.
Yeah, but
yeah, crab or fret. Yeah, crab banchi. Yeah, bidi. Now,
anyway.
Oh, very. Our case is very interesting. Very interesting case. Yes, I did na na say kwa kuchini na.
Yes, I better say aban. And nipa dey say aban. Nipa dey abon it po no here. You go and put this in there and you see all this vegetation. Then you go and destroy it.
Na ya say ozone layer.
That's right. Then and the water no natural water, greenery. Then we pollute it. So that
you better cry shouldn't be no problem. Well, but for here, Brasso, you better sorry to say back a cry, back cry to every China now.
Economy, one budget here. Was it be?
Yeah, budget.
Yeah, budget. That was it.
Okay, also one budget.
Oh, yeah.
But I will say the parliament.
I'm saying one budget.
Chairman, you know, direct to we wait me now share the other one.
The other ones, no.
So, nipa do send no more potable water. I didn't know just say you could treat TB most of the residents so they depend on science we depend
Terrible. Look at the difference.
This one on the left.
This what so we spend so much money to treat the water.
Yes.
So the cost of water is going up.
We destroy it. Na ya we say nti ye say na ya san akoti ani nti for water no twitwi fom na we are na wakosi na ye kama eno no budget na
one budget because budget na wo yen ahen minority as stakeholders
no input.
Oh, please.
Are you not on the finance committee?
Oh, finance committee. One for drought budget, please, Chairman. One for drought budget in Brian.
One for input.
Oh,
no, maybe some fine
Chairman. Chairman,
strategic intervention.
Chairman,
strategic intervention.
Chairman,
another young try to budget to the bar.
Budget.
That benefit can budget.
Oh, it's not. But no, I don't want him to sit here and tell me that Parliament, you know, they don't have input into budget.
But they allow that input because a committee be and then a group of
parliamentarians don't make any input before the budget is read.
A group of businessmen.
You are not even when you
come. No.
Then I think
the government has a problem.
No, I don't think the government has. You parliament, you don't even call someone Minister of Finance before about
Chairman.
No,
I don't. Government does not take our inside.
I have to look for a parliamentary seat. I think
even when we debate and we make input, they don't consider it.
Take your parliamentary seat. Parliament.
Even when we debate and we make input in power, they don't consider it. I'm telling you.
Okay.
That's
budget.
That's all that. Also, your budget or being
Honorable Alexander Markin MP for a future that's say about boxing winner say boxer no retain the title. I said what is still pair nature say we and still and the reigning chairman Joseph Adekye. Yes, but former president over former president
former president
after results no bad what
Messi, mo punch no, mo bio no, or a very hefty.
I was a yes,
me constituency. Me lecture baby am is assemblyman or me senara. On because in sooner or to turn.
But behind the scenes.
Oh, sending in America. Let tickets 1 or 2. America will behind the scenes.
I saw about
as the ministry won't release this Minister for Works and Water Resources release money to chairman's company to be able to complete that project in Winneba.
Oh yeah, no one's a Maranyan. Think about your passion and your reason. It's a passion, but in Canada now they are doing it at home. Once a man, but before the master. I